Thank you for buying the Ofrendas kit. Here's everything that you'll need. Included are 2 pins, 1 needle, and 2 types of thread, a bag of stuffing, and instructions, in English and in Spanish. Read through the instructions carefully before you start anything. Make sure you have scissors, a small stick or a pencil, and somewhere to keep your needles as well. We're going to take the flower off first, set that off to the side, and start with the front piece. Carefully remove it from the tape. Get everything you need. And we're going to start with the vein. Make sure you take out the tape so you don't accidentally sew through it. We're going to take our needle because we're ready for our thread. About an arm's length should be good. Now we're going to separate those strands. Take one of the 2 strands and we're going to be pulling that very gently. It's going to wind up in your hand, but that's okay. Now pull gently all the way through. See how it's bunching? It'll look like it'll tangle, but it won't. And done. Now you have 2 of the same length strands. We're going to thread our needle. If the silver thread is too difficult, you can always use the white thread. We're going to make sure we pin everything. Now we're going to make a knot at the end of our thread, twirl, and pull. Now we're going to back stitch our vein onto the front. You're going to create a stitch and then you're going to go under and come around back over again. You'll be using this stitch for everything. And once you reach a stopping point, we're going to make a knot by going underneath the last stitch. We're going to make a loop. Our needle's going to go through that loop and create a knot. Like that. I'm going to make sure it's tight and we're going to do it once more, just to be on the safe side. And we're going to do that throughout the entire vein. Now we're going to start with the top piece and we're going to do just like the vein, back stitch and knot. Now that you're done with the front, we're going to set that off to the side. We're going to start with those leaves and we're going to create a straight line from top to bottom, and we're going to put those off to the side. Now we're going to hide the knot just like this so we don't see it in the back. Make sure you're stitching through both and we're going to outline on the outside. Now we're going to attach our leaves and we're going to hide that knot again. Now we're going to stitch through both leaves onto the back. A couple should be just enough to hold it. And we're going to make a knot. We're going to make sure that our top matches up by making sure we're looking at this section. We're going to pin it and we're going to stitch along the outside, leaving the bottom open. I'm going to hide that knot again. And we're going to stitch all along the outline. If you happen to run out of thread, no problem. Just make a knot, pull it through, and start where you left off. All right. Now we're ready for our stuffing. And we're going to make sure those little top pieces are stuffed with a pencil. And then we're going to stuff it, not too much, or else it'll be difficult for us to attach later. Making sure our top matches the bottom, we're going to stitch along the outer rim, leaving a small space opening for the rest of our stuffing. You want to make sure you get that small corner first. You can use a pencil for this as well. And then finish stuffing until it's nice, plump, and firm. Finishing it off by closing that opening. Now you're almost done. We're going to attach the flower by sewing around the felt rim, all the way through. And we're going to create a knot just like we have been. Now you're done with your Milagro heart. You did it. Enjoy.
Feliz Día de los Muertos. A ti y a tu familia.